There's specific steps that students that are immigrants have to take. Getting the instant correction form, getting asked it, or that extra step on filling out another application that other students don't have to. When I started at MSU, I was a fully undocumented student, and I luckily was able to get my DACA status, so that's where I really ended up being able to come and work at the Immigrant Services Program. The biggest inspiration for me comes from my background, so my family and our story. My mom's troubles as a single mom and coming to the U.S. with just me and my sister, and me being the first one out of my two sisters to be in college, being the youngest one. So I think that's what really inspires me, as well as along with my nieces and nephews who are looking up to me and are constantly getting ready for those next steps into coming into college and making sure that they have someone that leads them into thinking it is possible.
I always wanted to be a doctor. I always find it very fascinating, like learning about humans, like from inner part to like just in general, like I don't know, yeah, it's fun, I like it. When I was growing up in Nepal, we lived in refugee camps, so the hospital were not that great, so we did not get the treatment that we were looking for, or like the help that we needed. So after that, I always had a thought that I will always like give back to my community, do something good, and then medical was something that my interest got like.
Immigrant Services Program, we help a lot with students who are DACA, undocumented, asylee, refugee, or any student that has any sort of immigrant background. And we help them a lot with like finding financial aid, doing their instant correction forms, emergency funds, grants, and looking for those scholarships, as well as offering DACA renewal workshops, as well as legal sessions, which are absolutely free to them.
I believe services like this are important to students because it gets very like tough and complicated when you start college, especially if you're first generation. You don't know who to look up to or like where to look up to. So like when you realize that there's a program that's helping you out, like if you feel welcome.
International students, immigrant students, we have a hard time finding where we belong or finding people that belong next to us or have the same story as us, and making sure that we feel like we're at a place where we belong and have other people like us, even if it's just one other person.
Whenever students that have same background comes to me, it really makes my heart happy because when I didn't have the resources, like I didn't know where to look at, but like now I do. And then whenever a student come to me, I'm like, oh, you're finding your ways, and then we will try our best to like give students what they need and then the help that they need.
And we try to make them feel like they're being seen for who they are and not having them to hide into like a different personality that they're trying to hold back. Anyone is able to reach or have a higher education and making sure that they get a degree.